One morning, after finishing their daily chores, the disciples of Gautam Buddha gathered together. Buddha began to share a story about a man who remained unhappy despite possessing every worldly comfort. The restless, wealthy merchant. In a certain city, there lived a wealthy merchant, Sate. He owned vast property, a grand mansion, and many servants, yet his mind was never at peace. One day, someone told him about a wise sage living in another town who could help people get whatever they desired. Hoping for peace of mind, the merchant visited the sage, bowed to him, and said, "Maharaj, I have no shortage of wealth, yet my mind is very restless. Please suggest a way to calm my inner turmoil." The sage's unconventional lessons. The merchant expected the sage to give him a magical amulet or perform a ritual. Instead, the sage did something unexpected. The first lesson: sun and shade. On the first day, the sage made the merchant sit outside in the scorching sun while he himself sat comfortably in the shade of his hut. The merchant was miserable in the heat and grew angry, but he managed to keep quiet. The second lesson: hunger. On the second day, the sage declared that the merchant would not get any food. While the merchant stayed hungry all day, the sage ate heartily. The realization. That night, the merchant couldn't sleep. He felt frustrated and thought the sage was selfish. By the third morning, he packed his bags to leave. As he was about to go, the sage stood before him and asked what was wrong. The merchant replied, "I came here with great hope, but I received nothing except hardships I've never faced before. That is why I am leaving." The sage smiled and said, "I gave you so much, but you took nothing." Confused, the merchant asked what he meant. The sage explained, "On the first day, when I sat in the shade while you were in the sun, I was teaching you that my shade cannot benefit you. On the second day, when I ate while you stayed hungry, I showed you that my eating cannot fill your stomach." The moral. The sage concluded, just as you earned your wealth through your own hard work, you will only find peace through your own efforts, meditation, and inner practice. My spiritual achievements cannot be transferred to you. The merchant's eyes were opened. He realized that the path to peace lay within his own actions. He thanked the sage and returned home with a clear mind.